Alright, back on my knuckle project. So I got this thing kind of jigged up, centered wise up a little bit by eyeballing it. The only way I got to center this case on the rotary table is off of the bolt, the main bearing boss right down there. And that's one of the things I use to hold the case down with, so that kind of makes it hard to do. So I put 3 clamps on it, one over there, and one over here, to kind of semi-hold it. It's still loose, so I can move it around. So I spent the last hour looking for some way of indicating that, because my normal indicator tool bangs into the damn thing and you can't use it. When you're doing a real deep hole, this lever sticks out, it hits, plus the indicator itself will dig in and hit stuff, so it's not usable. So I've been looking for some other indicators, couldn't find them. I knew I bought something, so I finally found it. Just about gave up on it, but I saw a box had mill centering tool buried up there. So there's what it was, is something. Anyway, a deep hole centering device. What kind of a deal is this? Things don't stay up when you open the package. So anyway, this is it. Have not used it yet. They give you instructions on how to use it. Good. Those are real nice. So basically, this has a rod in it that goes down and touches off on the case, and it should let me know where I'm at by that indicator. So it looks like it just holds in there with a chuck, or in this case we'll use one of these collets here. I'm guessing that one right there might be the winner. Alright, let's see if we can make this thing work. I saw it online, I thought I could use it one day, and guess what? This is the application where it's needed. Because I've had this problem before. Alright. One advantage of this is this stays put and it rotates. So you can rotate that, but the dial stays where you can read it. Another fancy thing. That might be what that stupid rod's for. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Alright, now I'm thinking of something about this long here might work. Yeah, barely. Alright, looks like a little hex head. Look at that. Fancy, fancy. Shows some fancy instructions I'm supposed to read too. There, that's the spot. So here's something that keeps it from dropping, but it's round. I turn it this way, there's a flat spot. Ah, there's what it pinches against. Bolt thread pushes right against that. I could have just looked at it and seen that, but I just feel fuck around until you get the right spot. Gotta remember, this is made for idiots to use, so I should be qualified. You got a fancy wrench here. I wonder if it fits this. Ooh, look at that. It does. Imagine that. Alright. Works both ways. Good, good, good. Alright. I think we got a winner. Didn't even need those stupid instructions. Instructions for stupid people. Okay, so basically you push it on this way, you can push it this way. We're going to use this side here to push, either way it moves. These are pretty rough, pretty big increments, looks like. Probably at least 1 thou. More like 10 thou. Those are big. Takes a lot to move that. It's almost a 1/2 inch, so those got to be 10 thou increments there to go that much. This thing is not very close. It says half a thou accuracy, but I don't know. We'll see. I ain't going for it right now. We'll see. Okay, let's run this down. Don't bang into anything, it'd be good. Okay. Looks nice. Now, there's got to be a way of moving this thing side to side or doing something. Yeah. Got to be some way of doing that. Alright, that ain't gonna work. We need something to allow for offset adjustment. Alright, that's obviously for a hole. Don't know what the hell that does. Probably a handle. Alright. Time for instructions. It's got to be a side-to-side adjustment or something. Internal centering. Please read this manual carefully. Uh-oh. I gotta read it? What do you think this is? Okay, this goes in the side, so I'm gonna guess this here. Move something maybe? Where the hell's that going? Above the teeter-totter. Looks like just a handle to me. I ain't gonna do anything, that's just a handle. Well, I guess you hit up against something like that and it stops it from moving. See, now I can rotate it like that. Yeah, look at that. It's a stop handle. Oh, great. I need more. That ain't what I need. I need somehow to center this thing. There's got to be a way of moving it offset. Alright, I don't know. Let me go read some instructions. I guess I am not smart enough. Alright, we'll see. Alright, those instructions are horrible. They don't really tell you squat. Alright. I took it out. There's a screw right here with a pinch nut on it. That's tighter as in hell, and they don't give you any wrenches for it. But I think that's how you can just move it side to side and retorque it to wherever you need to be, is what I'm guessing. This is used for internal, you're supposed to use the point. For those curved ones are for an external feature. That's about all I got out of the instructions. This here. Loosen this up. There you go. That's how you move that. Okay, that's nice when I tell you that. Okay, that's how you adjust it. And this thing goes at RPM. You turn the milling machine on a slow RPM, they say up to 700 RPM. That's a little heavy. And you can adjust it quickly and easily. So you need about 3 hands to do this job. Back in the machine, I guess. Okay. I don't have any tools this small for doing this job, so Well, I got a crescent wrench, which is not exactly what you should be using. These are some dinky ass things. Adjust it just tight enough to stay put, but I can still move it if I have to. That should be enough. Okay. That was fancy. Sure glad I read those instructions. These instructions suck. This picture here with the glossary, what goes where, is what tells you everything you need to know. Because these don't tell you squat. And this is not very good either. It just says a nut and a screw. That's all I found. Well, that's enough to figure it out. Okay, so this does keep it from rotation like I figured it did. Didn't know you'd turn the machine on and have it running though. That's kind of a different one. Okay. So I'm going to rough this out to what it needs to be because I haven't got a clue. So I'm going to put it down in the hole down in there, kind of rough it out to what the diameter is without breaking it off. Not exactly something you want to do at RPM. Let's see, I'll put this where you might be able to see a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of hard to do video and show what you're doing on a new tool. Okay, well, we will be able to use this to stop right here, so that's a plus. So, okay, which way does this thing move? Okay, that goes that way. Okay. Let's get it down the hole far enough to do something. Hit right there. Okay. So you got to have it in a range of adjustment here. Went off scale there, I'm assuming. Yes. Come back on scale over here. Alright, so put this thing on low RPM, which I am not on right now. I'm at 300 RPM right now, which is a little on the fast side. I'm going to do this by hand. So I don't know if you can see the dial or not. Okay, so let's move we're going to move the case over to make our adjustments. The official tool to use. We're off scale right here, so I got to come over far enough to get on scale. There we go. Now I can safely turn this on, maybe. I need to get this thing cranked down a lot slower than what I am right now. I don't feel like doing it with the machine on, so I'm going to get this thing out of the machine, slow it down. 300 RPM might be a little bit faster than I want to go right now, especially on something testing. Okay, get that out, pull that out, crank this up, turn it down. Oh, I got to turn the power on. I know it's kind of quiet in here. Contact. Okay, let's turn this down a little bit. Alright, all the way down. About 50 RPM ought to be fast enough for me. Back in here. Okay. Where's that go? Got about 1/8 inch of engagement on there. There ought to be good. Let's see which way this rotates. Put in gear first. Don't put it high, you dumbass. Put it low. Okay. I'm going to oil down here for lubricant. It is going to wear the finger out by rotating it. So, wrong way. I can go that way too, I guess. Doesn't really matter, but I'd rather go this way. Okay, you can see it's rotating there. And watch the dial going back and forth. So now we do is tap, tap, tap. Getting worse, we're going the wrong way. What I don't like is how do you know what the hell you're doing? You go too far, you can't tell if you're too far or not. Too far that way. I can't tell where I'm at. There's no feel. I went too much. See, I'm getting worse, not better. That's about max right there for that direction. So I come over and do it the other way and see what it does this way. Oh, that got worse real quick. There we go. Getting worse again. Worse. About there. Worse. Pretty close. There you go, right there. Alright. So you can get in there pretty quick, but boy, it's trial and error. Yes. I don't know. You don't have any idea which way to go is the problem, so I think power-wise, I don't like the power part. I think you put it neutral up here. And power part's right here on my finger. And then I can see with the indicator which way I need to go. I know where the average is, and I can bring it in pretty quickly that way. I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up, but it's real weird that you can't tell which way to hit it to do anything. pretty close. Kind of a weird tool. What is that damn tool anyway? They call that a centering something. I don't know. Can you read that? Probably no light might help. Centering something. Anyway, it's cheap enough. Ooh, it works great in a machine like that, I guess. I don't have one of those. Alright, well, either way. It does what I need to do. I center the case. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and torque this thing down so it won't move. At least that's the plan. Torque there. Make sure you center up your big clamp. Then you tighten it down. Be careful because this will bend the case in half or break it. We go over here, tighten this one down. Now we start tightening that more. A little bit on that, and then tighten this more. We don't want to move. Okay, now let's see what happened. Oh, we got no power. Duh. So now I can see kind of what it's doing better because I'm controlling it. I can actually look at the dial moving. It's weird for me. I like it going the other direction. Makes it harder for you to see though. Get over here where I'm at. Okay, so the high spot's on this side here, so let's do in and out first. So we're at 16. Half under. Which way does this go? This gets... So you gotta hit it this way to make it go down. Okay, right there. Need to go that way, I think. Of course, I torqued the hell of the case already, but what do you want? Okay, that side's... Okay, that one needs to go that way, or I don't know which way it needs to go. It needs to come this way. Here's our highest spot. There we go. We got most of it out now. So I got a lot better idea what I'm doing by doing it with this. Okay, let's move it up a little bit to a different spot on the race. A little bit out of round. See, you go from low to high, that far apart. Alright, I'm good with that. Alright, overall the tool does work. Allows me to do what I need to do. Like I said, I'm not good about that power part. I just don't know where to hit or remove it. But when it's like this, where you can do it by hand, you can see where it's at, you can hit in the right spot, and it works. Alright, let me get on to get some other tool set up. I'll be back.